When I was a child, I speak like a child. I understood like a child. I reasoned like a child. But when I became a man, I put all. I thought I say when I became a man, like our brother was saying, he went to buy more things to make him more manly. Brother, what he said that when I became a man, I dropped things. In other words, that manhood is more about dropping certain things than acquiring things. As a man, the way God created us to be like a king. You know, a king. The word kingdom means the domain of a king. So, like a king, there is an aspect of life that you are supposed to be a king over that should, cause you to provide certain level of reality for people around that environment. In other words, if you are a king, your leadership should show your people you are leading, in this case your family and then other people connected to you, the type of leader you are. Leadership is earned influence. You have to earn it. Earned influence created through service. Anybody you want to influence, serve the person. Hello. Welcome again to episode number 4. Thank you. If you can hear me, whether on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, please let's know where you are joining us from. Let's know where you are joining us from. It's amazing, to see you again this evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Let's invite other men and let's be a part of this. Let them invite other men. Let them join us to be a part of this. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining live on all the platforms. I appreciate everyone. I cherish and I value everyone. Okay, I cherish and value every one of us. Today is going to be another powerful day. So we began yesterday to talk about man. Okay, how to man up. When you hear man up, what should it mean to you? Okay, what should it mean to you when you hear man up? Some people, they have tried to convince us, of what being a man is. So when they say man up, we do certain things for them. But now let's focus on what truly we can say it means to man up. What does it mean to man up? Okay, so let's know where you are joining us from. This is a Man Teen Experience. Let's know where you are joining us from. Good evening, my dear. Good evening. Let's know where you are joining us from. It's amazing to see what you are doing. Let's know where you are joining us from. 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 Awesome. Let's know where you are joining us from. Let's know where you are joining us from. Let us know where you are joining us from. Thank you, everybody. Let's know where you are joining us from this evening. And we're going to go right into Man Up today again. Thank you for all the, from Enugu State. Oh, Priska, you're actually in Enugu State. I thought you were from Asaba. Okay, thank you. Oh, my dear. Wow. Reverend Chinelo is in the house. Thank you, Reverend Chinelo. Okay, so I want you to please invite every man you can ever imagine. Invite every man. Okay. Baraka Grill, John from Port Harcourt on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, Port Harcourt. Okay, Abuja. Wow, people join from different parts of the world. Let me hear more. Where are you joining from? Okay, I went to visit my cousin. Okay, but you're from Enugu. Oh, that's great. Okay, so let's do that. We have a few more seconds to know where you are joining us from, and then we're going to go right into this conversation. Don't forget what we're discussing today again is how to man up. How to man up. Okay, how to man up. What does it mean to man up? That's what we're discussing again. What does it mean to man up? And if there is any man you want to be a part of this, I want you to kindly mention the name of the man in the comment section on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere. Copy the link and send to the man you know. Okay, Ego Best from Abuja. Awesome. Good to have you here. Alert every man you know to join this. Alert every man that you know to join us to be a part of this. Alert every man you know. What does it mean to man up? What does it mean to man up? That's what we're discussing. So yesterday, we began sharing. If you don't mind, let me pray briefly. Father, we're grateful as we share again today in our discussion here at Mountain Experience. We ask that you guide us. You will help us, Holy Spirit, that will become the best you want us to be. We thank you because in you we live, move, and have our being. Thank you so much in Jesus' mighty name. Okay, so there is, audio from Kenya. Wow. Hadzametri. Oh my God, I hope I got your name correct. Thank you so much, audio from Kenya. Okay, so let's do this. I want to encourage you, please, in the comment section, mention 10 men that you want to join us. You have 10 fingers, so look for 10 men and ask them, let's gather here. Let's do this again. Let them join us here on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, anywhere that you are. Okay, so yesterday we began asking ourselves, when you hear the word man up, what does it mean to man up? So every now and then we hear people say, man up, man up. What does it mean? And so if we have the real understanding of what it means, it will help us to operate better. It will help us to be able to provide better what that means. Okay, it's yesterday we began to say that man up, contrary to what some people think it is. Some people think to man up means that you don't feel pain as a man. To man up means you should suppress your feelings. They say to man up means to conceal your feelings, your pain or things that are not okay. You should just swallow that and keep quiet. No, to man up is something very powerful. I said yesterday, and we're going to continue from there. To man up means to understand your purpose. Everything I say today is under purpose. And I say, okay, so to man up simply means, number one, means to unleash your purpose. Be the best you were created to be as a man. Then we began to ask ourselves, what was the purpose? What's the original intention of God when it has to do with the creation of man? What was God's original intention? What was God's original intention? Okay? What was God's original intention? Please don't forget, look for 10 men. Thank you. Ego Best have done that. He has sent to official Tony Ifeanyi to join. So look for 10 men and ask them to join. Just mention their name in the comment section. Any 10 man you like that you want them to be here. I know there's a football match going on, and so they might watch Champions League or be here, but I think the good people are going to be here. So to man up means to understand your purpose, to unleash the best for which you are created. And we said to man up, your best, God made us as leaders. So as a man, we are created to lead. The problem is not that the men don't understand they are created to lead, is that sometimes we don't understand what it means to lead. And so sometimes we think that to lead means to oppress people. Sometimes some people think that to lead means to rule over another person. Now, let me tell you something. When God was creating man and God said to man, rule over this, take charge over this. God told man to take charge of fish, take charge of lion, take charge of water, take charge of different kinds of things. The only thing God never asked another human being to do was to take charge of another human being. God never asked a man to rule over another man. God never asked a woman to rule over another man. God never asked a man to rule over a woman. God never did that. God gave us a purpose to lead. He did not ask us to rule, to suppress people. So it's very critical for you to understand that God created us to lead, okay? We must be able to lead. And I said yesterday that leadership simply means you knowing the way, walking the way, and showing the way. I'll say it again. All right. A leader is someone who knows the way, walks the way, and shows the way. Please write it in the comment section if you can hear me. A leader is someone who knows the way, walks the way, and shows the way. Number two, I remember mentioning that leadership is influence, your capacity to earn influence, by reason of a leader feeling the pulse. I said every good leader must learn how to feel the pulse of his people. A good leader, you must feel the pulse of your people. You have to feel the pulse of your people. A good leader knows how his people is feeling per time. If you're a leader and you can't feel the pulse of your people, then your leadership, it needs to undergo certain level of change. So a leader knows the way. Not only does he know the way, he walks the way as an example, and then he shows the way to inspire other people. Yesterday also, I defined and I shared with you my own personal leadership definition. John C. Maxwell says leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. But I say that leadership is the capacity, your capacity to feel the needs of people and to fill them up with the resources at your disposal. The capacity to feel the needs of others and to fill that up, all right, with the resources at your disposal. I'm going to say it again. Leadership is the capacity to feel FEEL, feel the needs of the people you are leading, and to fill it up, FILL, all right? Feel and feel, feel and feel and feel. That's leadership. So as a leader, as a man, to man up means I look at my wife, I look at my children, I look at people working with me in my team. I know when this person needs certain kind of attention or needs one thing or the other, and I'm able to provide that for them. That is what it means to lead up. That's what it means to man up. Next, I mentioned yesterday that when a good leader is leading, the people that he's leading, they will work, they will be better. A good leader makes his followers better, not bitter. I'm going to say that again. A good leader makes his followers better and not bitter. That's what a good leader does. He makes his followers better and not bitter. Please write that down. A good follower knows the way, walks the way, and shows the way. He makes his followers better and not bitter. It's critical that you understand this definition because they will literally change the way you see things. Now, when you understand this leadership this way, you begin to see that it is very critical that a leader, you begin to see that to be a leader, number 4 for today, is that a leader is the person who serves. So when you say man up, it means serve. It means serve because leadership is service. And I believe every man that needs to hear this is here. If there are men, your uncle, your loved ones, your husband, your boyfriend that need to hear this, we need to get them to be here. A good leader makes his followers better, not bitter. You need to know that. You need to know that. So the next thing I want to share today is that a leader, which is the purpose of a man to lead, means to serve. It means to serve. My job is to preserve, to man up means to serve. Don't forget that leadership is service. Now, this is my own personal definition of leadership. This is my own personal definition of leadership. My personal definition of leadership is that, and that second definition I have as a person is that leadership is end influence created through service. End influence created through service. End influence created through service, which means as a leader, when they ask me to man up, it means I should go home and ask my wife, how can I serve you better? Let me tell you, if you're a man and listen to me, the first day I did that to my wife, I was shocked. The answer she gave me, I did not see them coming. The answer she gave, they're not like I need to, break the bank. But just go home and do this assignment. You want to man up? Just go and tell your wife, how can I serve you better? And influence created through service. What some people don't understand is that they want influence. They think that because they're a leader, that influence is automatic. Please write it down. Influence is not automatic. It's not end influence. End as in EARNED. EARNED. It's end influence. Leadership is end influence created through service. So if I want to influence somebody, I need to earn it. And how do I earn it? Is to serve the person. When I say serve the person, it also means to solve a problem for that person. It means to solve a problem for that person. Thank you so much, Vivian Chooks. You get it now. It means to solve problem for that person. So just go home and find out, how can I serve my wife better? How can I serve my children better? And then you make up your mind, I'm going to serve them by solving a problem for them. So now when you help your child with his homework, you know what it's doing? You are manning up. You are solving a problem for that child. When you have when you do things that makes it easier for your wife to operate in her space, now you are manning up. When you help to be the cheerleader for your wife, then you are manning up. When you see your wife struggling with something and you say, hey, my wife, you rest, let me go and take care of it, then you are manning up. It is very, very important for you to understand it, because these are the critical things that should run in our mind. Service is problem solving, solving a problem. If you solve a problem for somebody, you will begin to see that person following you without you even doing much. Because even dogs, animals, they understand it. I don't own a dog, but in the place I stay in our estate, I have two friends that have dogs. And I realized that these people that have dogs, the more they serve their dog, the more they provide food for their dogs, the more it's easier for them to relate with the dogs. Dogs hardly bite the people who feeds them. No, except if it's a mad dog. That means if you want to influence somebody, solve a problem for that person. It means that if you find someone that has a problem, to man up means to solve that problem. Do your best. We're not asking you to kill yourself. We're not asking you to do what you can't do. We're only asking you to do the things that you have the capacity to do, the things you have the capacity to produce, the things you have the capacity to provide. That's why I said yesterday that service or leadership means end influence created through service, end influence created through service, end influence created through service. So you have to earn it, and you create it through service. Another way to explain this is that to man up also means to value add people. In other words, make that person better. It's like what God told to Adam in the Garden of Eden. He told Adam, you know what? Cultivate the garden. Cultivate the garden. As a man, you need to realize there are different types of men. There are men who help people to cultivate their garden. There are men who help other people, women and people around them, to become better. You have to value add people. That means if somebody stays with you for a while, after a while, let that person become better. To man up means to value add. To man up means to value add. And to value add, you have to be a secured person. There are a lot of people who are not secured. All right. Real men are secured men. Real men, they serve their family. Real men, they add value to their family members. Real men, I want you to please, if you have not done that, please, if you have not done that, kindly, mention like 5 to 10 men you think that should be in this live section. Copy the link on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and give to a man to say, come and join us, come and watch this. If your husband is there, if your friend, just make sure that the man is there, because our target is men. We want to reach men. All right. We have a lot of meetings for women, but now we want to do this as God gives us breath. Every Monday to Friday, we're on this platform. Then on Sunday also, we want to be able to reach as many men as possible. So I want you to join me. I want you to make sure that you get the right people. We're on a mission as the mountain, experience. We're on a mission to reach about 10 million men in 10 years. 10 million men in 10 years. We have curriculums that will cover different areas of the man's life, the man and his family, the man and his faith, the man and his finance, the man and his fitness, the man and his future, the man and his friendship. All of those, and the man and his fervency, that is the man and his passion. Those areas are the things that we want to get men in the right place, because when a man becomes better, women are happier. When a man's become better, please write it down. When a man becomes better, the women and children, they are happier. When a man becomes better, our world becomes better. So to value add other people, you need to be secured, because you are literally empowering them to do something. You are literally trying to make them better. And the better you make them, the better for you. So I used to encourage men. I say, yes, truly, for those of you that are married, yes, truly, our wives are our helpmates, right? Our wives are our helpmates. But you know what? Your wife can only help you based on the quality of help capacity that she carries. That means if I'm helping my wife to become better, I'm actually helping myself. If I'm helping myself in one way or the other, when I need that help to reciprocate, I will get it. If your helper doesn't have the capacity to help, he cannot help, she cannot help. Let me tell you a story. So one night, I ate this fish, catfish. I ate this catfish one night. It was around 12. I know I ate it late. I don't know whether that's why it gave me the problem. By 4:30, I woke up. By 4:30, all right. By 4:30, I woke up, and I was shocked to see what I saw. By 4:30, I woke up. My God, my tummy was showing me. It was like they were sulfur in my tummy. Everything was just burning inside my tummy. And the only thing I could do was to call out to my wife. All I could say is baby, with a very faint voice. I just said baby. That's all I could say. And then, luckily enough, because the whole place is silent, she woke up around 4 and jumped and saw me in the toilet. I'm trying to ease myself. I'm sweating, sweat all over. I'm losing strength. All I can say is call Dr. Chioma. Call Dr. Chioma. And then she said, is he okay? I said, call Dr. Chioma. Don't ask too much questions. I said, pick my phone. Dial Dr. Chioma now. And know what happened? My wife died. I said, Dr. Chioma, I'm coming to the hospital right now. And my wife carried me straight. That was sometime in April. Yeah, I think last weekend in April. And then my wife took me straight. Is it April or May? So my wife took me straight to that spot. We went to that place and they took care of me. Now, I'm not saying I would have died, but I would have been a more serious case. Now, imagine if my wife doesn't know how to drive. Because some people have cars. They say their wife should never touch their car. And you forget that if you are not empowering this woman, when you will need help, she will not be there to support you. So to say that the woman is a helper means to man up, means to make sure that your wife is growing. Support her. She needs soft loan, give her. She will pay back. If she does not pay back, God will help you. All right? And you woman, pay back. You have to know that it is very, very important that you are manning up by adding value to your family, adding value to your wife, making your wife better. That's what it means to man up. According to the Bible, I'm still dealing on the first point of man up. To man up means to understand your purpose. And the purpose of a man means to lead. And I'm saying that to lead means to serve. And I'm saying that means to serve means to solve problems. And I'm saying solving problem means to serve also means to value add a person. These are very critical things that you need to know when it has to do with adding value to the man or to the woman or to the other people. So I want to please write that in the comment section. When a man, everybody becomes happier when a man becomes better. Everybody becomes happier when the man becomes better. Let me know that you are hearing me. Please write it in the comment section. Everyone becomes better when the man becomes better. Every man becomes happier, rather, when the man becomes better. And that way I want you to write is that everyone wins when the man, who is a leader, becomes better. Everyone wins when the leader becomes better. Everyone wins when the leader becomes better. Everyone wins. Everyone wins when the leader becomes better. Everyone wins when the leader becomes better. That is what you want to write in the comment section. And let me know that you are listening to me. And I'm going to go deeper into this. Okay. I'm going to still talk a little bit more about service and adding value. So I want to challenge every man here. Go home. Ask your wife, ask your children, how can I serve you better? How can I be? Yes, because influence is not automatic. Everybody becomes happier when the man becomes better. Everyone wins when the leader becomes better. Correct? They are correct. Yes, I can see you. Everybody becomes happier when the man becomes better. Correct. Everyone wins. Yes, I can see that on Facebook. I can see that on Instagram. Yes, I can see that. I can see that on Facebook. I see that on Instagram. Everyone wins when the leader becomes better. So to man up means I'm getting better. Yes, marketing with Yvonne. Yes, Yvonne says everyone wins when the leader becomes better. Correct. So you want to write it down in the comment section, and I'm going to do some more things. I believe that our nation is in dear need of men who are willing to add value to people. Because the value of a man and a leader is not measured by the things he has acquired for himself. Do you know in the book of Joshua, when God was now telling Joshua, he said, Joshua, Moses, my servant, is dead. All right. Moses, my servant, is dead. And don't forget, at that time, people were still arguing, where is Moses? Let's go and look for him. Let's go and search for him. He is here. He is there. Maybe he has gone to the mountain again to stay with the Lord. And in all of that question they are asking, nobody remembered to say, hey, let's ask God. But God himself intervened and told Joshua directly, Moses, my servant, is there. And then he said something to Joshua. Joshua chapter 1 from verses 1 to 6, so powerful. God now told Joshua, see, there is a land I want to give to my people. Your job as a leader is to go and get this land, divide the land and give to the people. The first day I read that place, it shook me. I say, God is not even talking to Joshua about the land for Joshua's sake. No, God did not talk to Joshua about the land for Joshua's sake. The land was not for Joshua. Joshua was not mentioned. Joshua was not the point. So I realized that as a man, that the things that God asks us to do is not necessary for us, but for the people who are in our space. The people who are in our space. Joshua wants everyone to be a part of what he's doing. You have to make sure that you understand that. So the last one for today, I'm going to say, is that to man up, still on that purpose, is to fulfill your responsibility. And so these days we see a lot of men. I mean, a lot of men are working hard. You know, a lot of men are really, really working hard. But as a man, you need to take up fulfilling the purpose of taking up your responsibility, because see, responsibility simply means to respond according to the ability that you have. Responsibility. Respond according to the ability that you have. Respond according to the ability that you have. Respond according to the ability that you have. That's what it means to be responsible. Respond according to the ability that you have. When you respond according to the ability that you have, then suddenly you realize that you are being responsible. Please write it down in the comment section. To man up means to be responsible. To man up means to be responsible. Responsibility is what defines a leader, is what defines a man. Don't forget what I said in the first day, that to be a man is a matter of, acceptance of responsibility. So to man up means you are accepting responsibility. It means you are becoming the official person responsible for the job that you're supposed to do. You are becoming more like the chief, responsible officer, responsibility officer in your house. So everything rises and falls on your shoulder. It's a big stuff to do. It's a big place to be, okay? To man up means to be responsible. Please write it down in the comment section. To man up means to be responsible. And don't forget, I want you to please mention or tag or copy the link to 10 men who you think need to hear this. I'll still be here tomorrow. I'll still be here tomorrow to share about it. Yes, some people are doing that already on Facebook and Instagram. Mention at least 10 men you want to be here to listen to this, because our aim is to add value to men. Real men, they add value to other people. So you have to decide, I'm going to be the man that will make up my mind. I'm going to be responsible. So to man up means to be responsible. You know how some people can do certain things. Maybe a young man go and impregnate a girl that is not, obviously not his wife. And then they ask the boy, who did this? Is that not the one? A male will deny, a man will accept. That means acceptance of responsibility. It means you say, yes, I did it. I did it. It doesn't matter whether that is good or bad, but you have to know it means to accept responsibility. There is nothing as painful as seeing an irresponsible man. There's nothing as painful as seeing an irresponsible man. Why? Because the man has potential. And when you have potential, you cease to have the excuse. You cease to have the right to make excuse. I think yesterday or the day before I mentioned it, that as a leader, once you become a leader, you lose the right to make excuses. Please write it down in the comment section. Once you become a leader, you lose the right to make excuses. So I want you to write it down in the comment section. I want the men to see that. I want the men to see that. Once you become a man, you lose the right to make excuses. Once you become a leader, you lose the right to make excuses. So as a man, and that's why God did not call Eve, he called Adam. And Adam, of course, was trying to blame people. A man, you can delegate, but you can't you cannot abdicate your responsibility. This is so powerful. Please write it down in the comment section. Once you become a leader, you lose the right to make excuses. Why? Because there is potential to deliver. So tomorrow I'm going to be sharing about the potential part of this. I'm going to be sharing about the potential part of this. I want you to call every man that is here. Our job here in the Mountain Experience, we're on a mission to raise 10 million men in 10 years. What we are doing is just preparing the ground. We are going to be in different cities to deploy our curriculum. We have well-spelled out curriculum that covers the man and his faith, the man and his family, the man and his finance, the man and his fitness, which is his health, the man and his friendship, the man and his future, the man and his fervency, which is his passion. We are good. When we are covered with that in 10 years, between now and the 31st of October 2032, we want to raise 10 million transformed men as a gift. And if there is any man you think that needs to be here, I want you to please share this with them. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to be sharing about the second point of a man up. All I've been saying is under one, which is being your purpose. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the potential part because it's powerful. Okay, but I want you to capture this, that once you become a leader, you lose the right to make excuses. Once you become a leader, you lose the right to make excuses. Excuses are reasons that are not reasonable. Excuses are reasons that are not reasonable. There is something about you as a man when you wake up. You see, the real true test of manhood is when you are able to take a decision and you stand with it and say, you know what, I'm standing by my decision. I'm going to become everything I was meant to be. I'm going to achieve everything I was created to be, because I want to make a difference in my world. I want to make sure that people around me are better. I want to make sure that there are gaps in my areas, the gaps in my city are met, are covered. That's what it means to be a man. You are standing in that gap where other people and posterity will look at you and say that you are blessed. So I want you to please write it down in the comment section. If you're a man here, say, I am manning up. I am manning up. I am manning up, which means that you are going to fulfill your potential. I am manning up. And I want you, before you close, send this link to every man you know. Copy the link on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. Send it to the men that you know, the men in your life. We'll be here again tomorrow. We'll be here again on Friday. We'll be here again on Sunday. No Saturday, except for Saturday. Every other day we are here except for Saturday. Let me tell you something. By the time we are done, in the next 10 years, we want to turn around the narrative that men are going into extinction. We want to turn the narrative that real men are now scarce. We want to turn away the narrative that men are not able to rise up to their potential. We want to be able to turn the narrative so that women can be proud of us one more time as men. Our children can be proud of us. Our society. Nations change when men rise. And I believe that the men that we need to arise and change our country, Nigeria, and no matter where you are watching from, you are going to change. So if you're a man here, please write in the comments or say, I am manning up. I am manning up. I am manning up. Now you understand what it means to man up. Say, I am manning up. If you're a man here, say, I'm manning up. If you're a woman, please get the men. I want the men to be here. I want the women to be here also. Please don't miss it so you can hear and remind them after. But we want the men to hear it directly. So if there is any man you know that need to be here, please mention them in the comment section. Ask them to run here, to join here, to be here. And let's do this. Let's make sure that we are doing our best. Yes, I'm manning up. That's right. I am manning up. I am manning up. I have to be the man I was created to be. I am manning up. I am manning up. Okay, this is powerful. This is getting better. This is getting real better, getting real hot. So the man you are willing, yes. Chia Keke said, my husband is manning up. That's right. So you want to be the man. You want to be the man to take a leadership, take a stand for leadership. Okay, you have to take a stand for leadership as a man. Women are looking for men. Women are looking for men that will man up. Okay, we remain the man. You have to remind the men to be here. All right, this is something. This is something. Let me tell you, in the next 10 years, our world can remain the same. If God can send us 10 million men, they may not be transformed in 1 year, but they're going to change. I can tell you, men are nice people. Sometimes it's just that we're not mentored. It's just that nobody talked to us. But now that's why the mountain experience is here, to mentor the men, to discuss with the men. And guess what? We are taking this not just online, we're also going physical to begin to create networks among men until men begin to network and challenge each other to man up in the right sense of it. We're going to be in Uyo, in the city of Uyo. In the month of October, we're going to 4 cities in Nigeria. We're going to Uyo. I'm so excited. We're going to Uyo to, reach out to the men there. From there, we go to Enugu on the 16th. And 23rd, we're going to Lagos. And then on the 30th, we are here in Port Harcourt, in our own city. We have to man up. We have to man up and be everything that we were created to be. I want you to know this. There is no substitute for you to stay focused, to compare for you to stay focused to being the man you were created to be. Be the man. So every day, give me your 40, 45 minutes. We have 5 more minutes to end today. But give me your 40, 45 minutes, you're a man. By the time we are done with this, you see something will begin to happen. I was so excited that in just less than 1 week, I'm already hearing testimonies from people how their lives have changed. Because to man up means to be the servant leader. To man up means to be the servant leader. Yesterday, I mentioned that you have to be willing as a man to inspire other people. To man up means to inspire other people to go up. To man up means to inspire other people to go up. To man up means to inspire other people to go up. See, what we are literally doing is that we are redefining what they say to man up. We are redefining it. We are trying to bring it back into the real shape of what it's supposed to be. All right, to man up, you should be willing to inspire other people to believe more, imagine more, think big, work hard, and expect more in their lives. And you have to be secure to see them become all that. You have to be secure to see them become all that. So we're taking it bit by bit, like a drip. It's already changing the men. Things are already happening. We are becoming better. We are on a journey. We're on a journey, all right? We're on a journey. We're on a journey to change, to transform 10 million men. I can tell you this is possible. Our world will be better when we have 10 million transformed men in all the cities of our nation and beyond. That is what the wisdom, the mountain experience is about. Okay, to man up means to inspire others, not expire, to inspire other people to grow up. To man up means to inspire other people to go up, inspire them to grow up, inspire them to do more, inspire them to become more. Thank you so much for being a part of today. We're almost ending today's 40 minutes, broadcast, and I want you to join us again next 9 p.m. tomorrow, Nigerian time, and let's do this again. Thank you so much for being a part of this. You have to man up. To man up, all right? To man up means you have to lead. To man up means you have to inspire others to do more. To man up means you have to serve. To man up means that you have to be responsible. To man up, we've talked about that. To man up, you have to lead up. You have to lead up. So I want to hear from you. What is it that, that reached you most today? What is it that stood out for you in all the things I have shared today? Okay, some of you are just arriving. Those of you that are just coming, you need to go watch the video again. Let me encourage you, share the videos, send it to men that you know around, you. Let them also listen to it and be a part of this. Let them enjoy it. Let them enjoy what we are enjoying here, and let it begin. See, let me tell you, the greatest gap we have in our world is leadership gap. And the people that have the responsibility to fill that leadership gap, the men. So I want to hear from you. What stood out for you out of all that I've said? What is it that you understood today differently? What touched you differently? What hit you differently? Just before we pray and close today. By next week, Friday, we're going to start something in this meeting. We're going to be praying. We're also going to be praying for men. I'm going to pray for men because I also know there has to be a spiritual thing that can change a man. Yeah, to add value. Either is someone who knows where, yeah, to man up means to become better. Correct. Yes. What does it mean to man up? For my husband, man up is for him. All right. Yes. Solve problem is what it means to man up. Yes. Let me hear from you. What stood out for you today? what stood out for you today? You have to take this journey as a man. And I'll see you again 9 p.m. tomorrow. And as you are manning up, posterity will be happy that you did. Posterity will be happy that you did. Okay? Posterity will be happy that you did. Posterity will be happy that you did. Posterity will be happy that you did. Let me hear what stood out for you on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Let me hear what stood out for you. Okay, our time is almost up. I want to say thank you for being a part of this broadcast today. I'll be back here tomorrow, and I want you to gather every man. Thank you. Vivian Chuk says, to man up is to make people better, not bitter. Wow. I didn't know you heard that. The general purpose of a man is to lead. Correct. Correct. Let me hear some more people tell us what stood out for them today. And please write it down. Let me encourage you. Actually get a note and title it The Mountain Experience, because we'll be dishing a lot of value here. Don't just hear it and move out. Get a note. If you want, get hard copy note, get soft copy note, and be writing down the things you're actually going through an free online school to becoming a better man. All right. And then there are other master classes that we have, that we are doing this. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Chia Keke, thank you. God bless you also, my dear. Thank you, Vivian Chooks. Thank you. All right, to man up. We want to get our men to man up. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this. To man up is to go home to your wife and ask her, how can I serve you better? Isn't that one huge? That is huge. That is powerful. I will tell you the story on that day, what my wife answered me when I asked that question. I cannot even answer you today. It's something powerful. It's something you want to learn from. You want to listen and learn from. Okay. Thank you, everyone that have responded to us tonight. We love you so much. Thank you for being a part of this. And we're going to see you tomorrow. We're going to see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. also. I cherish and I value you. Some people are just joining us now, like Nikki. You just join us now. Some people are joining us now. Oh dear, we're already closing. So I want you to please, I'm going to store the video. I'm going to save the video in my IG on Instagram. All right. So you can also watch it and be a part of that. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. Ikea, thank you for joining, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow, 9 p.m. I cherish you and I value you. Have a great night. Rest. For every man here, man up. I'll see you tomorrow.